So we're going to do a second session on the painting and add the colors. I've started to prepare the colors here by separating them into groups. I've put the whites here, the darker covering colors there. There are the cool colors and the warm colors, so blue, green, and then red and yellow. As always, we have knives, a palette, brushes here, thinner hog hair, and silk brushes. And then what you need for a medium. I'm going to be working with a bit more oil today. So, starting from furthest away, black for the transparent colors, a brown that I've prepared, a transparent blue, a cobalt blue, a burnt sienna, and the white here. So pure white and then the shades, pure reds mixed with a little bit, red. When I say red, I really mean burnt sienna with white. That's going to be my base color for the skin. And then from time to time I'm going to mix a little bit of green to break it up and yellow to make it brighter. And then some pinks. Here we have got some cooler colors. I've got some warm colors here and some cool colors, grays that go very well with these colors, and then some greens, some grays that are a bit green, some grays that are a bit white. The idea is to have a palette with all the colors in my painting for what I want to do, so that I have the choice and I don't have to think about mixing colors while I work. I'm putting a layer of medium across the whole canvas to make it a bit more receptive. I'm creating a subtle contrast between the brown that I'm putting on now and the one that's already on the canvas, because the one I'm putting on is cooler than the one that's underneath. Otherwise you won't see the difference. So a little cooler, that means a little bit more blue, or black, because black works like blue on a palette like that. So I'm using a brush that's a little bit flatter to cover the skin now. I'm going to bring out the skin. I'm going to put on a medium color. So here I'm working with a color that's already broken up with green. I'm moving from the dark towards the light. So in the light areas I'm using colors that contain a little bit of yellow ochre. That's it, that's the idea. The shadows move, the lights move too. So when I put on a shadow I put it everywhere. Well, it's the same. It moves from top to bottom, dot, dot, dot. There are little small places where everything that's prominent is going to capture light. I'm going to scratch it a little bit. I'm scratching with the back of my brush to do the hair a little bit. I'm going to bring out some greys in the hair too. In fact, the idea is always that the greys bring movement, uniting the shadow and light. Here I'm adding a little bit of vermilion, a purer red in fact. So now I'm going to go over the drawing of the eyes a little bit. So I'm using a very small brush and I'm mixing the pastes that are around them. I'm paying attention to the features that are cool, some are warm, and I'm putting in the blue, now red. So now I'm redoing the area around the eyes and I'm making them a bit smaller, always a bit too big. We always tend to do big mysterious eyes, etc. But no, you have to find the right size. It all comes down to the relationship between cool and warm colors, that's all. So there I'm trying to put on a small bit of lace on a surface that's a bit uneven. I'm working with the thickest paint possible. Everything depends on the medium, etc. But I'm really looking for depth. So I'm going to go over the face now. I'm enhancing the values, I'm rounding off the lights a little bit, I'm following the shape of the face, and I'm going to look for the light that's in the eye, which brings life to the painting. There we are. I'm going to scratch a little bit here. I'm scratching with the back of my brush to do the hair.